Am I the asshole for telling the truth at my best friend's wedding during my toast? I'm a 30-year-old male and my best friend got married last week. I just bought a house and my wife is expecting our son in November, so I let him know I was limited in what I could contribute financially. But I did tell him I would try my best. So I went to the bachelor party in Miami, I rented the tux, and paid for mine and my wife's dinner at the rehearsal dinner. I also had a gift of $300 that I was going to give them, but we will get to why I didn't. His fiancée at the time would text me multiple times a day with updates. Fine. I didn't always respond, and it got to the point where if I didn't respond at least once a day, I'd get a call from my buddy. She texted me for the following reasons. 1. My wife was not allowed to talk about our pregnancy at all. She didn't want anyone to focus on that more than her, the bride. 2. She was not going to order any special food for my wife. No one asked her to. My wife was fine with whatever she was going to be served. 3. I was not helping the groom enough. He had to help her with favors, seating charts, and programs, so I had to help him with those things according to her. 4. She said if I was a true best man, I would offer to pay for the bar bill. I don't even know what that means. 5. She had to read and improve my speech before the rehearsal dinner and wanted to be included as much as my buddy. She told me to make things up if I had to. I was not allowed to include anyone but the two of them, and no inside jokes or stories about my buddy that didn't include her. 6. Her last text said to tell my wife to keep it together and not make a pregnancy scene during the wedding. Also, she wanted her to choose a dress that downplayed her pregnancy as much as possible. I was just so aggravated, I spoke to my buddy to see if he could reason with her. He told me to just play ball this one time. It's her day and to cut him a break because he'd be dealing with her nonsense for the rest of his life. The day of, all the bride and my best friend do is scold me, berate me, and bark orders. I head down to the bar for the drink. The bride's mother is there and warns me not to get drunk because I ruined her daughter's day enough. That was the final straw. I didn't give them the card with the cash, and in the speech, I used my friend's exact wording about having to deal with her nonsense for the rest of his life. I wished him the best and told him I'd always be there for him, especially during the divorce. So, am I the asshole? Yeah, you are, but good job.
I met a guy that I really like. His name is Austin. We've been dating for about 7 months now. We really hit it off and things were going great. We decided to move in together because it made sense financially and we believed that we'd love living together. At first, we did. However, I now know why people say you never truly know someone until you live together. There's a few things that he does that drive me crazy. First of all, he hates to clean. I know the same can be said for a lot of guys, but Austin takes it to the next level. I've gone on him several times about doing the dishes. Instead of washing them, he'll try to be sneaky and throw away the dirty dishes altogether so he doesn't have to clean them or hear me complain. He claims it was an accident, but I found my mugs in place in the trash multiple times. He threw away my favorite mug that I got from Disneyland because it had caked on cereal on it and it would be hard to clean. To me, that's just next level lazy and makes no sense. The next thing I caught him doing that blew my mind and disgusted me at the same time is when he plays video games in the living room and instead of going to the bathroom, he'll just pee in an empty bottle and then screw the cap on and leave it there. He's never done this in front of me, but I'll find bottles full of urine sitting on the counter by the couch because he can't even dispose of them on his own later. The bathroom is literally just a few steps away, but I find bottles full of pee all the time. Not only is it gross, but it's highly unsanitary. However, this isn't even the worst of it. Part 2. I can't stand my boyfriend after moving in together. Throwing away my dishes and peeing in bottles is pretty lazy and gross, but not as bad as the next problem, and it's a big one. In the bathroom, after he goes number 2, sometimes he'll throw his used toilet paper in the trash can instead of flushing it, causing the bathroom to reek. He'll also throw used wet wipes in the trash can as well for the ultimate sewer smell. It grosses me out so much and I can't believe he does this. Sometimes when I'm working overtime and haven't gotten a chance to clean as much as I'd like, he'll just keep adding onto it until it topples over and falls on the ground. Oh, and he leaves the toilet seat up each and every time. He also can't cook, throws his things around everywhere and won't pick up after himself, and rarely takes out the trash. I've tried to talk to him multiple times about these issues, but he seems to just brush it off and it keeps happening. He acts like I'm being a pest or I'm the annoying one when I bring up these issues. We have 3 more months on our lease together, but I'm already looking for a way out. I'm not sure if we should live separately and continue dating or if I should just end it. When we weren't living together, I was so happy and even thought for a second that he could be the one. I really like him, but I don't think I could ever live with him again after this. Do all men live like this? Am I being overdramatic? What should I do?
She goes, me, 22 female, and my boyfriend, Jacob, 25 male, have been dating for 3 years. He's always been the fun, bubbly type person in the friend group. Always smiling, always laughing, always up for a chit chat. 6 months ago, January 2021, due to COVID, we haven't been able to travel anywhere, and we used to go on little weekends away. We live in Australia, and the country's back open for travel, so I was like, let's organize a little weekend away. He was all down for it. We went to the Hunter Valley, a winery region. I don't know what happened on that trip, but he has been depressed ever since. Doesn't laugh, doesn't smile, doesn't ever want to talk. It's like something clicked in his head and he just changed. There was no leading up to this. He then starts mentioning his ex.
Oh, okay, now it's starting to make sense.
We never really bring up our ex-partners. All I know is me and her are complete opposites. Taylor, she's blonde, 5'3", Australian Elle Woods. Me, brunette, 6 feet, farm girl.
6 feet?
Races
Go off,
dirt
queen.
bikes. Yeah, seriously. One night during sex, he called me Taylor.
Wait, the ex's name?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe a couple weeks after that, I was cooking dinner and he said, "Oh, Taylor would cut the bread this way." I kind of just ignored it because at this moment, he's in a really depressed state. He has made a few more comments saying Taylor did this or like this over the next 2 months. 3 months ago, in April 21, his dad passed away in a car accident, which sent him into just a spiral. It was the deepest part of his depression. I've never had a problem with his family. They're welcoming, always there if I need anything, very, very supportive. I'm there trying to support his mom because she just lost her husband by cooking meals, cleaning around the house. She said, "You've missed a spot on the floor over here." When Taylor would mop the floor, she wouldn't miss a spot.
What the fuck?
This made my blood boil. Another day I had it over there. I was just wearing like sweats and a jumper, like I'm going to go cook food and don't need to be looking like $1 million. He said if Taylor was the rock at my house, she would look presentable. So I walked out. Am I the asshole for walking out?
No!
Will I be an asshole if I leave my depressed partner?
No!
Is she an asshole to compare me to one of his ex-partners?
Yes.
I fucked up by insulting the one-legged girl I'm interested in.
I'm scared for this.
So, in these corona times, I'm bored out of my mind, so I downloaded a dating app. I find a girl I'm really into, and we connect on many things. She loves Star Wars, some games, and she even likes football, although she completely chose the wrong team to support. Packers. Anyhow, I'm a bit wary she might be a catfish, because she's hot as hell. At least a 10, maybe more, while I'm a 5 on my best days. There are a lot of catfish on the site, so I asked her for a picture of her. She's understanding, and we exchanged some pics. Nothing special. On one of the pics, I spot a prosthetic leg. Well, shit, she's probably a bit insecure about the whole thing. So I decide I must tell her I noticed, but don't care about it. Yeah, I think most of you probably think I'm an idiot already, but don't put the popcorn away just yet. It's about to get worse. I haven't mentioned the prosthetic yet, but I'm looking for an opportunity. We're just throwing cheesy pickup lines at each other. I ask if she's ever been jailed for stealing hearts. She responds to that with a, "Do you think I'm a thief?" To which I respond, "I was thinking more of a pirate." I haven't had a response in 10 minutes.
He said the pirate comment?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because, like, pirates used to have peg legs. I'm a 32-year-old woman who can never go back to my new dentist after 2 visits because I'm an idiot. My dentist is a very nice and professional man. Our first appointment was going pretty smoothly until he made some innocuous remark about us being strangers. My immediate reply was, "Oh, you're not a stranger. You've been inside of my mouth for 20 minutes. I did not intend to make a sexual joke. His face turned red, and he was clearly embarrassed, but continued on like a true professional. And we were probably both relieved when the appointment was over. I had my second dentist appointment today. I actually mentally prepared myself to be a model patient who didn't say anything weird. He had been working in my mouth for about 5 minutes when he started to seem really uncomfortable or something. His face was red, and he was breathing a little heavier. I was a bit concerned and also confused. Like, how could I have embarrassed him this time? I had hardly spoken. So he keeps working in there, and then I realize what the hell is happening. My dentist was wearing grape-flavored gloves. I had been absent-mindedly licking his fingers the whole time.
Awkward.
No. But why was he breathing heavier? Am I the asshole for not getting my drunk girlfriend fast food? One of my girlfriend's friends graduated, so we went out to a bar to celebrate. It was a Tuesday night. We got the invite last minute, but we both agreed to go for like 2 hours tops. I was the DD, so she could celebrate with her friend. Plus, I had work in the morning. She's unemployed. Anyways, we meet her friends at the bar and we have a good time. Then we hop in the car to head home. When we get in the car, my girlfriend asks me if I want to get food. She's drunk. I'm not. Usually, when I go out, I'm down. But this time, I tell her, no, I kind of just want to go home. It's late. She then starts begging, please, can we get Jack in the Box? I tell her I just want to go home and that there's food at our apartment. She then throws a little tantrum and calls me mean, says she would have taken me if I was drunk, and she brings up the time it would take to go. I said no, because 1, I was really tired and I really value my sleep, and 2, we both just started working out. We got gym passes. I'm trying really hard to give up junk food. Moving forward, we're driving home and we pass by Jack's. She then asked again. At this point, I figured, what the hell? It's not out of the way, so I pulled into the drive-thru. I'm a little annoyed, but I still pulled in to make her happy. We get to the speaker and they ask what we would like to order. My girlfriend starts telling me her order and I laugh and say, don't tell me, tell the guy. I was just the chauffeur. I didn't want to be the middleman. She got really mad that I made her order from the passenger seat. After she ordered, we sat in line behind another car. In line, she was calling me a dick and an asshole for making her order. I didn't see how it was a big deal. She has a voice. She did some hurtful things, and I basically said, I'm in line with you, getting you food. Don't forget who's driving. Call me an asshole again, and I'll show you an asshole. So, she called me an asshole again. I got upset and kept driving past the food pickup window. We left Jack's with no food.